Morning. How we doing? I, for one, am kerfuzzled with the whole situation. Like, I had to disconnect and reconnect multiple times just to get... Well, first time I had to disconnect and reconnect so it wouldn't stop, so it wouldn't be dropping 75% of the frames for reasons beyond my comprehension. Then OBS disconnected on its own for reasons beyond my comprehension. So, hopefully, just going with the whatever the default server is will alleviate these problems going forward, but I doubt it. I might have to order a new router box thing. Maybe, I don't know. It's weird, but it's only happening in OBS, these problems, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I have plans for later today, so we're gonna do just a little run of World of Horror. Actually, before that, I'm gonna do something so I can turn off notifications. I gotta do a thing real quick. Bow, bow. Okay. Also, as you know, I play modded. But I also made some mods. Made one mystery and a couple of events. I'm working on a new event currently, but I wonder if we'll run into that. It would be neat if we do, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's go. It's also so weird. I have this, just rig it. I don't know what you mean. I have this advanced scene switcher thing. So I have this macro made. So that way it'll auto unmute when I switch to, my gaming scene, but I don't know how to make it run when I boot up. But I don't know how to get to boot on launch. Skip exit. Stay on. Let me see here. I don't know, man. I'll have to check its own key at some point. Ooh! I've been gnomed! I've been gnomed! At 8:51 in the morning, I have been gnomed. How could you? Oh, also, this is for those that aren't in the Discord. I made a s'more pie yesterday. It's alright. It's the first pie I've ever made. So I had to do something with all these marshmallows I had lying around. Wow, wow. Wow, now, 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 now. Wow, now, 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 now. Go. Oh. I do enjoy the random backstory. No. What you do is, for the s'more pie, what you do is you get a graham cracker crust. You can either make it yourself or buy a pre-made one. Then you put chocolate on then you add chocolate and you add your marshmallows, bake it for like 8 minutes and that's it. It's like a giant s'more that you can cut up and share. What do we want? Can I go... Now, Stacey... Yeah, I'm not sure if I messed something up. I mean, I probably could have added more chocolate to try to balance out. I mean, for my first pie, it's really good. It's a very, very sweet, though. Let's go with the Herald. I'm in the Herald kind of mood. Can you brulee the top? I mean, I don't know how you get the chocolate to be melted. So, but theoretically you can. I don't have the means to brulee, I just... Is it my coffee? Let's just randomize and continue. Bum, 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 bum. Here, it's the weekend, so I'm not gonna wear office clothes. Extra experience. Let's see here. Oh, hey, that's the one I made! Languishing Lord of the Liminal Labyrinth. That's the mod I made. I made that. Yo, that's the one I made. The mods I made are actually in the official World of Horror Discord server. So if you want to grab them yourself, you just go to that server. It's in the mod repository. Capo has rigged it. No, it was meant to be... Did I also get the taxi one? I didn't get the taxi one, but I did have this. I'd never seen Fishy Fiasco. I don't recall that one, so. Well, let's go here. People are disappearing recently, completely without a trace, even in broad daylight. 1 second they're there, and the next they're gone. Not even a scream giving weight to their departure. No proper leads, the police are stumped. There's only one thread connecting those who have gone missing. They've all claimed to see a bright silhouette in the sky, a large tower that seems to shimmer in and out of existence. You know it can't be a coincidence. Clearly something supernatural going on here. Something with that reported tower. Maybe this Polari has some stories on something similar? First things first. Gotta get me a weapon. God, there's aliens? No, that's just Zinch. Don't worry about it. It's just Zinch. I got a brick. I don't know where I got this brick from. But my god, I got it. Head starts spinning, the vision becomes blurry. You go towards the nearest torrent to wash your face and clear your mind, but you don't know how you reach your destination. As soon as you watch your hand... Minor spelling error. Find blood everywhere. Okay, so whose blood is it? I'm gonna just wash my hands, man. Some records mention something called the Shimmering Tower, a mysterious tower that suddenly appears at random to kidnap people for unknown reasons, only for monsters to be unleashed upon the world sometime later before disappearing again. So you're making your way downtown and back to your apartment, a wild-eyed, oddly dressed foreigner rushes at you from an alley. Japanese is poor, especially so in his panic state, but you know he's trying to tell you something important with the panic in his tone. No! My knowledge check! I failed the knowledge check. There's no aliens. This is just an adaptation of a, quest in the soul, but like that's just me. Alright, several sections. I'm going with the occult, bro. What do you mean I got holes? Man, I don't want holes. Man. Sure this is the right way? You don't recognize the street, or do you? Buildings seem familiar, but also not. Well, you don't think you can. Everyone has holes. Not these kinds of holes. That's a strange gate. The materials and construction different from anything you've ever seen. A strange feeling just from looking at it, like it's changing the air around in ways you can't see. Something is telling you this will lead you to where you need to go, but how to get it open? Why am I failing all my checks? Carry on. Why does this keep happening? Hey! A dagger. I don't have the money. That makes me upset. Step into the portal and immediately your head starts to hurt. The entrance chamber is large and it is difficult to fully perceive its boundary. The room is a kaleidoscope of color. Mirrors line the walls and surround 8 doors, all different in appearance. Only 3 seem to be working. You look back, the door through which you entered has turned into a crystalline mirror, and it's clear that there is no way back. Right, left, right, or middle. I can't remember which one they're all different checks. I think they're all luck checks, though. I don't remember, though. And then, the right door. I forgot to add an actual thing. Forgot to add one for the right door. I'm an idiot. Oh well. Oh well. At least nothing happened. I can't believe. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta fix that. That's what I'm gonna have to fix. Oh well. Nothing in this place makes any sense. As you pass through each door, you feel like you've been running around Shiokawa instead, but you know that can't be the case. Listen, debugging this mod was a mess. Something was bound to slip through the cracks. But it's okay. I'll just have to go back and add some text. It's fine. Walk through the imitation of Shiokawa. You hear rustling from behind one of the apartment doors. Rustling, clattering, and other strange noises. Yeah, you know what? But on one hand, you know what? I'd probably fail to check anyway. I feel like you shouldn't dig too deep. And for the noise behind the wall, it wouldn't end well for you. Are you ready for a boss fight? Slowly entering the door to your apartment, you enter a chamber of twisting colors and lights. You can barely make out its hideously horned form. It's boss time. Fucking boss time, man. Hold on. Oh, TG? Hold on, I need to ban this spot. Nah, get out. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Freaking the aliens? They're not aliens! Hey, 5 damage. Allegedly. Okay. We learned the glory of bracing for impact. Can I use this now? I can. I missed. I missed. Okay. Well, hang in there. You did it. How'd you miss? He's 3 feet in front of you? Look, I don't know, man. It happens, okay? Watch as his flesh begins to tear and rupture, unnatural flames and tentacles changing him into a pile of sludge on the floor. So listen closely. You swear you hear laughter from somewhere. Before you can spend too long on it, the walls begin to shake and shatter, and you turn on your heels and rush back from where you came from. You run through the halls, the next thing you know is a bright light blinding you for a second before finding yourself back on the streets. You quickly rush back to where you recalled the gate being, but you find nothing but an empty alley. No sign of the gate or the tower or anything suspicious anywhere to be seen. It's almost unsettling how quiet it is here. You just stand there dazed for a few moments. You try to take stock of everything, but can only feel some satisfaction in that those creatures won't be showing up at sheer power. It's not aliens! It's not aliens! Following days there are no further reports of people vanishing into thin air or sightings of the tower. Though there's no sign of what happened to the missing people, you're certain that there'll be no further victims now. Whenever you look at the sky, you get a sinking feeling in your stomach that something is watching you. I hate holes. I hate holes! I don't want to deal with holes! Bum, bum. Just plug them? I can't! I can't plug in these holes! But, give me an easy one. Actually, while I'm in the folder, I'm gonna get in that code for a second there. Where is it? I think it's this one? Here it is. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, I see. Hold on. I made a typo. I had the third option listed as failures and wins as C, but as B and not C. I fixed it. I fixed it. I need to so we're gonna... Game crashed! Game crashed. I'm gonna guess it's because I edited the file while the game was running, but while we are hanging out here, I'm gonna just... Where is it? Meow. Game stuck, game stuck! I'm just gonna make some small changes. Rat dancing me. I heard it this time, yay! I'll have to upload this fixed version to the Discord later. Actually, why don't I just do that now? Yeah, we're back. Just give me a second. I gotta do this while it's on my mind. Made or yeah, I made these horrors. There we go. Okay. Meow. Okay then. Oh, you start with extra stamina reason but can't regain them. Okay then. The parasite stirs. adaptations, action auteur. What? Let's go with this one. Fishy Fiasco, Fiendish Phantasms. Look at that, look at that. Running on news, there was a report of a family being attacked by a shark. The reporter, though, stated they were not in the sea when attacked. Soon after, there were reports of more fish exiting the sea. The witnesses on the sea described the fish as walking. At the time, I thought they'd be crazy. Now, though, the fish have reached outside my apartment. They have legs. I hadn't even closed my window because of such a fish was becoming too much to bear. See, it's getting worse. Is the fish tasty though? I don't think they're edible, man. I think this is the first mystery that's being written in the first person like this. Very interesting choice. But I think this is an adaptation of Gyo. I think that's how it's pronounced. But it's an adaptation of Junji Ito's more famous stories. It's the one with the shark on land. These are edible if you try enough. Everything is edible once. Enter your teacher's home. Does little to resemble a normal living space at this point, as an extensive lab has taken place. We failed the first infected. The body's in the morgue. Yesterday? Hi, what do you mean you got scammed? What does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Yeah, experience! I love free experience. That's You're weirdo. You're a weirdo, man. Teacher goes into extreme detail about what the research was done on the infected. You're able to get a bit more information that prepares you for your journey to your next destination. The information of the first victim from your teacher, you said that should be your next step. Get back into your car and start the long drive back into town. You had a very clear drive so far into downtown. Suddenly a stampede of fish surrounds your vehicle. Try to open the door in time, but to no avail. The wave of sea life has you pinned in. There's only one other option left than trying to drive on. The sunroof. Nah, I'm gonna... Have to drive through the swarm of fish. Doesn't seem like luck is on your side today as your car comes to a lurching halt. Something large hits your front bumper, stopping you in your tracks. See a massive fin coming out of the waves of fish, escaping tubular maw. Shark! It's only one stamina. Still. I should drive a truck. Nah, listen, man. Let me tell you something. Do you know how many trucks have had to be fished out because they thought, I can totally clear this. My truck is totally tall enough that's not gonna get stuck in this deluge of water. Can't even walk without stepping on fish. No matter what you do, the stench is almost unbearable. You can't help but gag. The hospital's just around the corner. Enter the morgue and find the first victim's cabinet. You open it up to read the notes left behind. Oh, stench-stricken! Gross. Trying to read the complicated notes left behind in the researcher takes time. time you read that the humans can contract the bacterial infection, it's too late! The apple's sticky. I know, man. What the fuck, man? The research notes you discover with a head researcher later, so it might be best to consult with them on what to do next. It stinks. No matter what street you try to move down, the rancid aroma fills every nook and cranny of the city now. With it, a mass of swarming, fishy abominations flood every street. I feel like the destination is getting closer. You see a clear alley ahead. I think that's it. But a wave of... After a great deal making your way through the fish-congested streets of downtown, you finally reach the apartment complex. You see a light behind closed curtains on the top floor. When you reach the apartment, the researcher lets you in it and you seek answers. I'm sorry to tell you, we couldn't find a cure. It's too late. It'd be best to bunker down and wait this out. They slump over in a chair and stare into space in disbelief and defeat. Try to talk to them more, but they seem mentally disjointed from reality. Man. Around the apartment, you take specific note of some strange symbols written on the blackboard. You feel queasy. Thanks, man. No hope and no cure. It seems the best thing to do would be to find somewhere safe to bunker down and wait out this bacteria to run its course. One of your friends' relatives owning a small cabin in the forest outside of town. The hallway outside the apartment smells much worse than when you enter. Down the corridor, you see and hear something clanking toward you. Approach the living figure. It's disgusting and rancid. Repulsing human abomination. I feel you, man. I saved over. Come on. God. Yeah. Sorry, next name. Here, it's spread exponentially at this point. Not only are you seeing sea life, but pets and humans alike infected, and the smell. Of course, it's the only way to escape this nightmare now. Getting out of downtown is proving harder than getting in. While taking a breather in a quiet alley, I think minor spelling error. You feel the cold gaze of something on you. The stench is unbearably strong. Oh man. Whale! It's true. This is the whalest of tales. Finally getting out of downtown, the amount of infected you see is becoming more scarce. You have the feeling there may have been other creatures that may have sought this forest as a refuge. You're getting close to your destination, but you get the feeling you're being watched. You know, it sounds like entire trees snapping in half. Something is coming this way. Whoa! Infected Eldritch Kraken! Woo! No, you haven't. I love getting levels! Oh, they used the wrong shade of purple. They used the wrong shade here. Having dealt with the horrors of this bacterial infestation, you finally make it to the secluded cabin. You feel the bacteria spreading as your body becomes more and more distorted and unrecognizable. The lounge begins to get hazy as you feel your body go limp. Mystery turns to an unknown figure standing above you. Is that your friend's relative? They rush over to the couch where you lay. Thank goodness you're awake. That means the antidote I made from your blood works. They continue to tell you that they were on the team researching the first victim. Lucky to have come to this cabin. The antidote has been sent off to be mass-produced. The news, though, informs its viewers that the bacteria has spread beyond Shiokawa. Time will tell if the antidote will be made in time. The vaccine made from your infection was eventually sent out across the world, but many cities suffered from catastrophic horrors. Getting infected may have worked out, but the scars of that day remain. I can't even... Well, yo, it's me, it's you! I can't believe it's you. You the fish? You the fish, man. Out of thin air, a brand new ramen restaurant opens in town. It's adored by everyone. Once people take a bite, they can't stop. Day and night, the queues stretch out the door. Shambling customers stuff themselves with dish after dish while the blind owner sits silently behind the counter, grinning and polishing his gleaming knives. You're determined to discover what makes this ramen so enticing. What is its true power? Bum 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 bum. Oh wait, I can go to library. Hopefully the... Yes, I would like to study old tomes. Enthrallment? Yeah, sure. Hermit. What do you mean threat level increases? What do you mean? Why do I have a ping? Who pinged? I can't believe the threat level increased, man. See the restaurant through the staircase's window. You never watch the door for hours but never see any of the cooks enter or leave. Whoa. Increasingly loud, dank sounds wake you up in the middle of the night. Greeted by the overwhelming smell of rotten fish, you immediately hear the doorbell. Some unknown compulsion forced an offering to... I don't have 2 funds, hold on. 1 second. Yeah, here you go. It looks like I have much to say in the matter. You give her a painful amount of money, which she clumsily takes and smiles from ear to ear. Thanks! That makes Namazu very happy. If Namazu is happy, I'm happy, and you should be happy too. Thanks. boss. Thanks, boss. Bro? Look at this thing. This silly little thing. Stop throwing me against the wall. It's rude. These people. These people. These freaking people, man. I got a lump of flesh. This won't do anything for me, though. So I can just toss it. Be gone. Sneak into the alley in the dead of night, gagging and looking at the restaurant's garbage. It's all vile pulp, though a few chunks of meat look like promising samples. Is that a Homestuck? No. Yeah, look at that. And now I have a katana. I just gotta start pumping everything into Dex. What? Yay! Finally your turn to order. One ramen, please. Capo Capoodle. Yo, free ramen! Tasty real invigorates you. Not bad for free bowl. Well, I can't take advantage of 2 stamina because of my parasite. There are few more powerful than me. Seven. Right, a strange octopus. Where did your favorite donkey companion go? Yo, has been mentioned. I'm H. Are you searching for our mutual friend? No problem. I can tell you something instead. I even snatched something from the occult shop right there if you need. I'm broke right now, man. No money to spare. Sorry, pal. I got no items to spare for you. You'll have better luck next time. With the pulling of some delicate strings, you get the ramen into a lab. While handing over the gathered material, you hesitate. What should you send to the laboratory? Look at the charts, you cannot believe your eyes. While the standard test didn't detect anything weird, adding drops of human blood revealed something horrible. Whatever this thing is made of, it's alive, beating a soft pulse against the glass. Your friend leaves you with the papers, budding an excuse and preparing to flee town on the next train. Prepared for a fight, you march down to the restaurant. However, you find no eldritch horror to duel. Instead, you're shocked to find nothing but a gap in the street. You ignore the distraught customers still lining up where they remember the entrance. Investigating the grounds, you see something glisten where the kitchen used to be. Cautiously, you look at the chunk of meat and then jump back with a yell. As it flexes, it opens a weary eye, grins, and waters off on stubby black claws. Store's closed, man. Bum 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 bum. But let's go on the shuttle. Let's go on the shuttle. Another case of missing persons in Shiokawa hits the front page of the local newspaper, catching your eye. One common denominator? All the missing individuals last seen boarding the city bus, only to never reach their destinations. The authorities refuse to comment on the situation, claiming a lack of evidence. A wild explanation is swirling through your head. Serial killer? Yakuza feuds? Aliens? Turn to get to the bottom of the story, you begin your investigation. Catching random buses, hoping to stumble upon a solution, seems like a fool's errand. Calm myself and studied the article, looking for more details surrounding the disappearances. This one where you go to Detroit? It might be. This article glosses over the specifics but references previous incidents. It might be worthwhile to establish the scale and general timeline of incidents. Local libraries should keep all issues of local newspapers in its archives. I'm gonna inspect the mark. I got 12 experience. Thanks, boss. Research reveals that the first reported case occurred nearly a month ago. Since then, several more have followed, catapulting the story to the front pages. All the articles sensational yet scant on detail, leaving more questions than answers. Tapeworm salary, man. Look at this dude. Easy. Easy fight. You arrive at the office of Shiokara. I don't know how to say that word. Gross. Gross indeed. That's why we killed him. A local tabloid has been covering the story. You managed to arrange a meeting with the journalists, hopeful that they might reveal facts omitted from their published story. Journalist is impatient. Look, I agreed to meet you because I thought you knew something, not to answer your questions. I can't just be giving up my sources to anyone who walks in here from the street. Thanks, boss. Arcada keeps nodding her head as she takes the notes. Fascinating. I never suspected such things could be. Our readers will love it. She agrees to share with you her notes about vanishing passengers in exchange for rights to publish your tale. I got 5 experience. Thanks, boss. Promising to share any future discoveries, you leave the newspaper office with more details and insights regarding the missing cases. Equipped with this new data, you decide to hit the library again. Sit down in the library, hoping to make heads and tails of all the information you collected so far. Ignoring weird looks from other library visitors, you empty your bag and set up all the documents and notes in front of you on the desk. Good thing there's a coffee machine here. It's from Yeah! Waiter, waiter, more dexterity, please. Appears that all the disappearances occurred on the long daily routes westbound or eastbound Shiokara on sunny days exclusively. Having settled on the next likely affected route and schedule, you're prepared to embark on the journey yourself. As you relax outside a cafe, a sleazy man with the camera comes over. Hey, I don't want to be forward, but are these puppies real? The teeth, I mean. He points to your mouth. Conveniently, it gave after his previous question. You have very articulated incisors. Do you mind if I take some pictures for my friends? Yeah, okay. I'll take $2. Open your mouth and he takes the photos. Oh yeah, that's a nice set. Spread that jaw wide. Now more to the side. I want to see those motors. This one, I'm keeping for myself. Camera clicks empty. He passes you a few crumpled banknotes with a sweaty hand and leaves without another word. You're not exactly sure what just happened, but I got $2 from it. At an early stop of a bus route that matches the pattern, the scene is nearly deserted. Only a few passenger silhouettes against the sunlight stand waiting, lost their own routines. These make so scandalous. For the bus, taking an empty seat. At first you keep your guard, but stop by stop the route goes through familiar but the engine's rhythmic hum and warm evening sun on your face, you can't help but slowly drift away. Oh, I fell asleep. Jolt awake from a dreamless nap, disoriented and uncertain where you are or how much time has passed. In a brief moment of panic, you look out the window, see streets swiftly passing by. The sun is still shining, even brighter than before, but for some reason its harsh glare no longer feels warm on your skin. You can't quite recognize Shiokara. Strange buildings cast long, dark shadows on the desolate streets. A chill runs down your spine as you turn your gaze away from the window. Once familiar city, now feeling alien and foreboding. Seems the other passengers are gone. You're all alone. Negakawa. As you ponder your options, you suddenly feel a hand on your shoulder. A figure in the familiar uniform of a ticket inspector stands looming beside you, cold sun rays obscuring most of his face except the silhouette. What do you mean? You frantically rummage through your bag, feeling the ticket inspector's scrutinous gaze from beneath the shadow of his cap. Though you're certain you had put it there, you now seem unable to locate your bus pass. Shaking hands, you finally find it, wedged between the newspapers you brought from the library earlier. When you offer him the bus pass, he doesn't react at first, as if uncertain what to do. Then, after a brief pause, he snatches it from your hand and inspects it closely. As you shield your eyes from the blinding sun, you begin to formulate a question, trying to discern the conductor's features. When your eyes adjust to the light and pierce the shadow of his cap, you finally see its face. You jump to your feet in terror. I missed my stop, apparently. Dead. Time to box out an old guy. No, I cut him to death with my katana. The bus suddenly stops. Grabbing the handrail, you push yourself away from the creature and bolt towards the door in terror. It opens with the buzzing of servos just as you reach it, and you leap out onto the street, almost tumbling onto the flagstone. As the door closes and the bus departs, you sit shakily on a nearby bench, trying to calm your racing heart. The distorted streets and the inhuman visage linger in your mind, now distant and fleeting like a broken dream. As the version of Shiokawa, you saw just a construct of an exhausted mind grasping at non-existing patterns or something far more sinister. Close in familiar routines and surroundings, we travel through lives experiencing a limited scope of existence. What happens beyond? Perhaps just at the periphery, with no consciousness to accommodate, the fabric of reality starts to unravel, shedding its refined form. If you ever find yourself there, it would be wise not to look too closely. It would be hard to stay immersed once the illusion is shattered. One thing is certain, for the time being, you decide that walking might be better for your health. Roads closed! Roads closed, guys. Can't take any of the roads, they're all closed. Just coma, neural notations, action auteur. Well, let's go with the neural notations. You grimace, rubbing your forehead once again. It all started this morning, and despite your efforts, you can hear it clearly. Beeping! Terrible, incessant beeping deep inside your head. You thought it was just a headache, but it is persistent. What's worse, it's getting louder. Brain power. I have no brain power. None. What if it could be some harmful radiation coming from your home electronics? Your uncle once told you some wartime stories about death rays and mind control experiments. And so, who knows? Thank you for the pet. Whoa. See yourself in the mirror, but something is not right. You don't recognize the person you are looking at. It's a panic. This can't be you. That face is not yours. You touch your face and the mirror traces your movements. You feel scars that weren't there before and find some sort of pus-filled boils. Fuck you. Ow. You punch the mirror with all your strength you can muster, piercing your hands and body in the shards as they fly onto the floor. Spot, you see a screaming face reflected onto them. He smiles. You accept your new self. We gotta go to the hospital. I don't want these ribs, please. Thank you. That. Look at that. All the electronics in your apartment are working just fine. It's not the evil hospital. You stick your head outside the door. Maybe something's wrong with your apartment block's power network? Buzz of the electric current does seem awfully familiar to the beeping inside your head. Yo, free money! Let's go! Notice that the signs of your apartment makes the beeping worse, so you decide to leave. Maybe some fresh air will help clear your head. Maybe the sounds of the lively city will drown out the beeping. Let's go, winning! We're winning! We're winning! Unless the game crashes. Then we won't be winning. Then we will be losing. Dead bodies drawn into a street sign. What does it mean? Vandalism. Begin to wonder if the neighborhood is getting dangerous. You open your wallet just to notice there's some money missing. We're winning! Seriously, no matter what you do, the beeping continues. It is slowly making you increasingly tired and miserable. It's time to seek help elsewhere. Perhaps the local neurologist will help you cure for your ailment. Ooh, son, the elderly neurologist welcomes you to his office. He's a professional and is very intrigued about the noise that plagues you. Alright, let's start with the basics. I can't even use these, because I got the Eldritch parasite. Hour comes and goes while the neurologist listens attentively as you describe the noise. He goes as far as to consider uncommon and obscure cases from previous years. Ooh! San tries to make a proper diagnosis, but in the end, all he can do is give you some sleeping pills. Somehow I doubt these will help. You got parasites? Yeah! Hold on, where is it? No. That's the backstory I got. Look at that dude. Look at that dude. Look at this dude! Look at this dude! Yeah, I randomized the backstory and got the Eldritch parasite one, so I can't recover any stamina or reason. I know! Very cringe. Sitting at the bench in front of the hospital, you almost give in to despair. That beep 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 is getting unbearable. Suddenly you realize something. Beeping is not random. There's a pattern to it, a repeating one. Is it some sort of signal or message? Could there be something in the local library about this? Mega hard mode, but that's why you... Yeah, you can't recover stamina or reason, but you start with, like, a lot of it. Try not to think too much about the head-splitting headache. You grab some books about spies and ciphers and communication codes. So you realize that the pattern is, most probably, Morse code. Concentrate on the pattern, trying to find out where it ends and where it begins. Soon, you have the entire pattern written down. I can't read that. Focus on finding out more, and then you notice something odd. Now you turn to look past Yokawa towards the nearby forest. The thing feels a little stronger. Could the source of the signal be there? Whoa. I would like to know your secret, thank you. It says Capo is good. Thanks. Thanks, boss. Thanks, boss. The one shouts you with incoherent rambling. They're incomprehensible at first. After a while, it starts to make sense. In a few minutes, she suddenly stops and runs away. Thanks, boss. Capo's adequate. Thanks, boss. You continue deeper into the forest as the sun slowly descends beyond the horizon. With each passing minute, the beeping grows louder and louder. It's starting to make you nauseous. But you feel that you must press on and find the source, or the sounds will drive you insane. I don't have a meat cleaver. Stinky? Boss, please. Hell yeah, 5 experience, but also, I only have 9 reason left. It's a radio transmitter. A large metal antenna is pointing towards Shiokawa. Purple disc is pointing up towards the moon. You scream as the beeping inside your head suddenly intensifies tenfold. The strength of the noise knocks you off your feet, and the world starts spinning before your eyes. You can feel your stomach twisting in knots, almost causing you to puke, but underneath your right hand, you feel the cold surface of a large rock. Screaming in agony, you grab the rock and launch yourself with a transmitting array. Sparks fly and smoke starts to rise from the mangled metal and damaged circuitry, but you do not stop striking the damn thing. A few minutes later, the rock slips from your hands as you collapse to your knees exhausted. You breathe loudly, staring at the starry sky. Moments later, you realize something. The beeping has finally stopped. While riding the bus back to Shiokawa, your head fills up with numerous questions about the signal of the transmitter itself. You'll probably never find the answers to any of these questions, but at least you're free from the hellish noise. I can't stop winning. Can't stop winning, man. Alright. Do what do action? Nah, I don't think. We'll go with the Medusa Metamorphosis. Everyone's talking about this weird giant jellyfish ambushing swimmers. Even local biology teacher can't identify the species as more and more people end up hurt badly. You remember from reading an article that a famous marine biologist is spending his vacation in the city. Maybe you should seek help from him. I know, right? Got a parasite? Don't even bother trying to level up your reason or stamina. Don't even worry about it. Hell yeah. Look at that. Easy. Easy peasy. Taking the bus, you can't help but notice a large number of trees that have suddenly died. Man! Finally arrived at the seaside. The water here is unnaturally cold and well, see, that's weird. You should be able to see the lighthouse on the side of the bay. Mazaba! Look at that dude. Look at this dude. Oh, I got a brace. Never mind. If I brace, I can't hit, so I gotta dodge instead. Dead. Stupid. I only have one reason left. Hello! Good morning, thank you for the pet. Some of the mansions are abandoned and the roads leading to them are overgrown. You have to somehow find Biologist's vacation home. Bells chime behind you in a secluded forest. He has a story to look at this dude! This fucking dude, man. I love mods. I love mods. You probably entered the right place. You know what? I'm gonna just leave it alone, man. Inside a dusty study, you find a map of the cliffside with one point clearly marked. You're the gotcha Canadian? No way. Hey, I leveled up. None of these really help, so I'm just gonna go more decks, please. Waiter, more decks, please. I'm gonna. Oh, I'm dead. Yo, I'm dead, man. Fucking dead, man. Alright. My coffee's starting to make my stomach upset, man. Man. So I think that's a good place to call it for today. I got things to do later. So, yeah. We'll just call it there. I know it happens. It happens, man. It happens. Let's see if anyone I know is doing a thing so I can shuffle you on over their way. No. As long as it's not a parasite, it's not, don't worry about it. But yeah, I can't shuffle you on over to anyone to raid them, but yeah. Don't really have anything to say, but just not sure what I'll do next time. I don't think I have anything planned for next week, and so we should be back to our usual pseudo schedule next week. But yeah, whenever I see you guys next, we'll do something. But until then, you all take care, and bye-bye.